Right now, they've got one of the best coaches here. I mean, Coach Roger has had so many titles for other schools that he has coached. So, talagang, I think Ateneo's future will be very bright.
I think everybody will agree with the assessment of Coach Gorayev that in 2-3 years they're going to be on top, because right now already they were at the cusp of making it to the Final Four. Now to that Thailand trip, out of all the countries in Asia, is Thailand one of the top, where they can meet top competition to get them really at a high level?
I think in Thailand they can get good training, and if I remember it correctly, I'm not sure if it was last year or I think it was last year that the Ateneo team went to Thailand also for training. Was it 2007 or 2008? I'm just not sure of that, but they did, and when they came back here in the Philippines, boy, did they play really well.
Now, was Coach, I saw you talking earlier to Coach Gorayev. Did he share with you some of the, scouting trips, reports that they've been doing, preparing, going into the off-season?
Well, we basically just talked about recruitment earlier and, how his team is and how he sees it in the coming year. And most of the points really was already covered by Riza. But I guess the more important thing there is that he is very proud of how his team has performed, in this season. And he's looking forward to get good talents also for the coming year that would help and boost the lineup of Ateneo.
Well, for UAAP, it's been a slow and steady process for them. After Suzanne Roses left, it's been a while since they have really went on top and challenged a top-level team here in the UAAP. But they're slowly but surely improving in their play.
That's right. Of course, I'm sure a lot of people know Suzanne Roses, of course, one of the legendary players that UAAP had in the past. One of their dependable players. But yung sinasabi mo, slowly but surely, let's just mention the improvement over the years for UE. In 2008, they had a record of 2 wins and 12 losses. But in 2009, it's now 3 wins and 10 losses. So they're taking it one step at a time, I believe. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. There's still a lot of room for improvement for the team. And also still a lot of young players in the lineup.
But with 2 of their veterans and 2 of their most reliable players graduating, they will really have to beef up this lineup with some, recruitment definitely in the off-season.
That's right. For Ateneo, I think that's one thing that Coach Roger is eyeing. Maybe coming into the next season, they would probably need taller players. Because if you compare the lineup of Ateneo with UST, for example, UST is they're such a tall team.
Coach Gorayev will definitely need some 5'9", 5'10", 5'11" frontliners to compete at that level if he really wants to move forward and look at the finals as the destination of Ateneo every season. Wow. As you see that very poor service from the rookie Hervasio, he will really need, like what you mentioned, tall players.
That's right. But according to Riza's report, mukhang they have already eyed some players who will join the team in next year. So
this is from Team B, I guess, no?
I think it's a fresh graduate. They're getting fresh graduates to come and join the team for next year.
That's going to be interesting to see. As you saw Acevedo hit that running spike. Alangilan, one of the 50-year players of UE, hitting. Oh, excellent move. Picked up by Ferrer, just barely. And Inglet overshoots the mark in that scramble between these 2 teams. UE is on top now by 2, 16-14. UE Lady Red Warriors with their head coach Vanji De Jesus are up by 2 now, 16-14. And this is what we were talking earlier about. And
Yes, that's right. UE is taking it slowly but surely. And as I've mentioned earlier, in 2008, they had a record of 2 wins and 12 losses. But in 2009, there's already an improvement with 3 wins and 10 losses for this season. So, siguro, kung iisa-isahin nila yan, no? And I'm sure that with the lineup that they have, if they could beef it up, like what you mentioned earlier, mas gaganda pa siguro yung performance nila for next year.
And that's not a final thing yet. I mean, at 3-10 right now, but if they come away with a win here, they're going away with 4-10.
That's right.
So let's see. But Gretchen Ho, a fan favorite, even has a Facebook account now. Not an account, but a Facebook fan account.
Wow.
So I think it was set up by fans or something. She really does have a lot of admirers, and she scores a point there. That time around, though, that was off the mark, and 2 straight points for Ateneo as you look at one of the more popular UE Lady Red Warrior players.
Suzanne Roses supporting her former team.
And I think she makes it a point. I see her all the time in every UE game. She's always here.
Right.
Regardless of whether they're going up against a tough team or any game, she's always there.
And it's good, actually, that you see that the alumni are actually supporting the team and watching.
How big is that? How big an emotional lift is that for the players?
Well, when I was still a player and I'd see people supporting us, you'd feel good, coming into the game that people actually believe in you and support you. So I guess it's good.
But does that bring extra pressure for you to kind of?
Well, I don't think so, because in Suzanne's case, she has played with this team for a while. So yung iba dyan, talagang kilalang-kilala na niya. And before, she was the leader in the team. So maybe I think her presence is already good enough na parang nakaka-motivate for the team na nakikita nila yung dati nilang captain is there to support them.
17-all in the first set. Good deception play there. Oh, they got a lucky break. UE, as Ferrer picked it up, it seemed like it was out of bounds already. Set up job on the underhand set for UE. Pascual has failed to knock it in. Several attempts. The tip there picked up by Gretchen Ho. Here comes Kailet. And finally nails that one in.
Alangilan also not one of the tallest players you'll see, but for UE, she has been a very dependable outside hitter.
Alangilan is just 5'4", but just like from Adamson, see Angela Benting,
who also starts at 5'4".
Yeah, she soars high and packs a lot of power in that arm of hers. 18-all. Both teams will not make it to the Final Four. Ateneo made it for the first time last season, but failed to repeat barely this season. Good dig by Balmaceda on the Pahe attack. Pascual tips it. Good floor defense here by UE. Both teams actually have very good coverage. Pahe again on the running hit. Underhand set by Rivera to Alangilan. One more time for her.
You see, what Alangilan is doing is that she makes the ball pass through not the blocking of Pascual, but through